Hi peeps, I'm Auriel Grace, and tonight we're working on, or working through, our Ascended Master Series. We are. Okay, so tonight we're talking about Pallas Athena and Ascended Master Hilarion. Okay, so both of them were together, and they are part of the Karmic Board. You all have asked me more information on the Karmic Board. Here it is. No, I am going to do a video on the Karmic Board, so yeah, it'll be fun. And if you go back and listen to Lady Portia and Lady Nada and Kuan Yin, you'll understand more about the Karmic Board and their participation in it. And then we're going to pull it all together and push that out, okay? So that'll be fun for you. All right, so let's find out how Athena, Pallas Athena, and Hilarion assist with the Karmic Board. All right, so let me introduce you first to Pallas Athena. All right, so Pallas Athena, or Athena, is she is a goddess of Greek mythology. All right, so she was born, or she came into being through Zeus's head. She gave him a big headache. And she came out of his head fully armed, fully dressed, a full-grown goddess. And she had her helmet on, her shield, her sword. She was wearing her armor. You know, she was rocking that. And so that's one of the reasons why she is called the goddess of wisdom, because she came from Zeus's head, right? And so she was gifted with wisdom, strategy in warfare, and crafts. Okay? Okay. So, you're probably thinking to yourself, why crafts? Well, we have to balance it out, right? Besides, with crafting too, there's strategy in crafting, and there's also, once you get in the groove of crafting, there's like this meditation that comes with it. And so oftentimes, if we're working on something that we just can't get it, we do some art stuff, like cooking or making jewelry, and what happens is our mind kind of floats with that, likes it, and then we have our, oh my God, aha. And that little piece of strategy comes in there that brings a plan all together, right? So, and she is, she likes weaving and pottery. Those are the two things that she likes, among other things. But there is a great story about Athena and weaving. Google that. You'll like it. And spiders. Okay? All right. So she's a fully rounded goddess. She is. All right. So she's frequently depicted with the symbols of wisdom, such as an owl, a spear, helmet, shield. I can't remember what else. But she, and the olive wreaths, right, that they used to give the Olympians. So that's why I used those two symbols, the owl and the laurel wreath, on the cover for this video, is because those are her two symbols. See, because like when the olive leaf is because when she and Poseidon had they both wanted Athens. So it was decided that the people would vote for who would be their god of Athens, right? And so Poseidon like made a stream, but it ended up being a saltwater stream, and the people could not use it properly, right? It wasn't fresh water. But Athena gave them an olive tree, and they could use the olive tree. They could grow olives. They could squish the olives and make olive oil. You know, it would give them shade. It was beautiful wood. So Athena got Athens, and so that's how she became the goddess of Athens. All right. So so she is connected with justice, law, and social work. Okay, so she does help in those areas. You know, the balance of justice, truth, strategy, and then law, and also social order. And so she always wants order, right? Because order brings peace. All right, so she is known for guiding and protecting all humans. And if you need protection, if you need assistance like that, call upon Athena, and she will give you great ideas on how you can protect yourself. Okay. All right. So, Pallas Athena. All right. So the name Pallas comes from an accident that happened. Pallas was a good friend of Athena's, and they were sword fencing, and Athena accidentally killed her friend. And so in order to honor Pallas and remember her, Athena took on her name. So that is why she is known as Pallas Athena. All right. All right. So the Roman equivalent to Athena is Minerva. And you'll notice that in a lot of cultures or countries in that the same goddess is named, it might have a different name, but it's basically the same goddess, right? Hindu and Buddhism, Chinese, Asian gods and goddesses kind of overlap. So you'll see like the same goddess will have a different name. Same thing. They do the same thing, right? So that's what Minerva is the Roman equivalent of Athena. All right. So in the Ascended Masters teachings, and remember, the Ascended Masters are what? They are human beings who have transcended and ascended, and they have become Christed or Christ consciousness, and they are here to assist human beings. That's what they do. They assist us and are on our paths, you know, whatever that looks like, right? If they're asked for assistance, they will give that assistance. So just be open to the assistance. Okay. All right. So Pallas Athena is associated with the fifth ray. All right. Which is the ray of truth and healing. All right. She serves as a guide in the science and healing, the science of healing and the laws of alchemy. All right. Particularly through her connection to the green ray, she is also linked to Master Hilarion. All right. Who is the Chohan? He's the head guy of the fifth ray. All right. So he's up there. He's the man. And also, yes, I know his name is Ascended Master Hilarion. When I first heard his name, a long time ago. I was like, oh, is he fun? And the person I was talking to was like, no. I was like, okay. So yeah, he's pretty serious. He's a serious ascended master. I'm sure he might have a sense of humor. I don't know, but I just thought he might be a, fun Hilarion, right? Not. All right. So there are 7 Chohans, 7 of them. All right. 1 for each ray. All right. A Chohan is an ascended master recognized as the Christ consciousness of their ray. They embody the laws of the ray. All right. So the 5th ray encompasses aspects of truth, healing, and the ability to manifest or bring about desired outcomes. All right. So if you're into intention, manifesting, it's, he's a good ascended master to call upon. Especially if you're like creating ceremonies, because all the good stuff that goes into a ceremony, that is part of it is alchemy, right? And it's also, when you're creating a ceremony, you're also creating a strategy to manifest. All right. Okay. So Athena is seen as a powerful figure who helps individuals discern truth from falsehood. She assists with understanding truth through discernment. So truth is so much more harmonious and easier than BS, right? So when you're with somebody and you are speaking truth to each other, it's usually a really great energy, because it's an equal exchange and it's awesome. Sometimes the truth hurts though, and so you just have to take it in stride, right? But it's better to hear the truth than BS. And it's harder to BS. Why? Because you have to remember your BS. But if you're speaking the truth, you don't have to remember it, because it's there. So using discernment is for humans, us, right? Why? Because discernment is easier on us, it's easier on others, and also it assists us with being more flexible. If we are being judgmental, we're like, ugh. And sometimes when we're being really judgy, we put those little shades on and we're just doing this business right here. Like, oh, I don't see anything else, right? So we want to be able to open it up, be a little bit more flexible, have a little bit more understanding. And if you find out that somebody is BSing you, back off. It's like, gotta go. That's what I always say. Oh, I have to go. And I leave. They could be mid-sentence or whatever, but once I feel like, oh, this person's full of it, I'm out of here. And I will walk away. Some of my friends are like, wow, I can't believe you did that. But it's like, why should I waste my time with somebody that's BSing me, right? And you too. You should feel the same way. You should honor yourself in that way. So you always want truth. Okay. All right, so her connection to Hilarion. This is the reason why these two are really good together. Because Hilarion is an ascended master. He is the Chohan of the 5th ray, like I said. He works closely with Pallas Athena, and they are both involved in guiding those seeking healing and truth. Because there's always healing when it's connected to truth, or there's always truth when it's connected to healing. Works both ways. All right. So, in the Ascended Master teachings, Master Hilarion is a highly regarded figure associated with the 5th ray of truth, healing, and science. He is believed to be the hierarch of the Brotherhood of Truth and the etheric plane above Crete. All right, he is also linked to the Temple of Truth in Atlantis and is said to have brought the flame of truth to Greece. All right, so Hilarion is considered a guide for scientists, healers, and those seeking truth and enlightenment. Okay, so I've always believed that science and healing, energy healing, go together. And if you watch a scientist and they're doing their tests, they're very focused on it and they want the outcome. They want truth in this outcome because it could benefit everybody, right? So it all goes together. That energy put in there into whatever they're working on, you know, healing, doctors, it always has an outcome, whether it's they have to start over again or they find that it actually works. So that's Master Hilarion. All right. So he guides scientists, healers, musicians, and those dedicated to truth. So remember, music is a language. It is its own language. Math is a language. It is its own language. Science is a language. It is its own language. And so when you combine all of that together, wow, it's pretty awesome, right? So, and Hilarion can assist you with that. Especially those of you that, you know, are IT people. Because from what I understand, Hilarion also helps with that as well. Because IT or, you know, computers or internet, it's all alchemical. It's all energy. How does it work? How does electricity work? I don't know. I just know it works. And people have tried to explain it to me. I don't understand it, but scientists do. It's alchemy. All right, so Hilarion, in past lives, he has been incarnated as the Apostle Paul. Yep. And the philosopher, I can't even say this word, but so I'm going to put it in the notes. You can check it out. All right. And he was also Saint Hilarion. And there really is a Saint Hilarion. That's how I knew about him. I remembered him. I was like, oh, this is a Saint Hilarion. And I looked him up, and he's an ascended master. I'm like, oh, cool. And that's when I asked, like, is he funny? No. He might be. Who knows? All right. So this is their connection to the Karmic Board. The Karmic Board, or the Lords of Karma, is a body of 8 ascended masters responsible for dispensing justice, karma, mercy, and the judgment for every soul on earth. Each soul undergoes a review with the Karmic Board before and after each incarnation, where lifetime assignments are received and performance is reviewed. Okay, so some of you have asked me, well, my brother just passed away, and it could be your brother, mother, daughter, cousin, friend, whatever. When you ask me about that, and sometimes I will say, oh, they're in review. That's what they're doing. Karmic Board review. Sometimes the reviews last long time. Sometimes they don't. Just depends on the person, right? They're going through the light. They're going through the review. That's what I mean by that. All right. So Pallas Athena sits on the Karmic Board, responsible for dispensing justice and educating karma, while Hilarion, as an ascended master and Chohan of the 5th ray, inspires and guides individuals on the path of truth, healing, and scientific advancement. That's what they do together. All right. All right, so I'm going to read to you the Ascended Masters that are on the Karmic Board. And we've already talked about a couple of these. So the Great Divine Director, he represents the first ray, or the blue ray. All right, the Goddess of Liberty. Second ray, which is yellow. Ascended Lady Master Nada. Go check out that video. Pink, she's the third ray. Elohim Cyclopia, she is the fourth ray, and she's white. All right, Pallas Athena, Goddess of Justice. Hilarion, fifth ray. All right, which is green. Lady Portia, did hers as well. Go check it out. Goddess of Justice, she's the sixth ray, which is purple and gold, and she is connected to Saint Germain. Saint Germain and the Violet Flame. Yeah. All right. Kuan Yin, we just did her video. She is the goddess of mercy and compassion. She is the seventh ray, which is violet, and then the Buddhas, which is the eighth ray. All right. So, some of these we've done videos on. If you need to review, go ahead, review, or if you haven't watched them, go watch them. Okay? All right. So, our next, I believe our next Ascended Master video is Isis. Yeah, I think it's Isis. So, have a wonderful week. Please stay safe, stay present, and keep your heart open and align with the energy of love. I'll see you next week. Bye.